Today we are going to talk about intuition. What is intuition? Hi, I'm Gaelle. I'm a spiritual master and I help conscious people who are looking for meaning and wholeness in life to find the pleasure, the taste, and the joy of being again. Okay, so what is intuition? Intuition is the voice of your inner guidance. Doesn't have to be a voice, of course. And I actually found two different types of intuition. The first one I called Supra-Analysis, and the second I called spiritual intuition. To me, Supra-Analysis is the wisdom and guidance coming from your subconscious and unconscious analysis of an incredible amount of data, cues, factors, and parameters that the conscious mind could not even handle, and so at an incredible speed. It's the same intelligence that makes you function daily, since 95% of our actions are subconsciously automated. That's also that same intelligence that reads nonverbal communications. With supra-analysis, you can find reasons for why you think what you think and say what you say. Even if it's very partial, very partial, you can still find reasons to back this intuition up. Now, the second type of intuition, spiritual intuition, is different. It comes from a higher wisdom. It comes from an understanding that goes beyond your mind, your brain, and your body. It sees a bigger picture. This intelligence is what gives life to your body and makes it function. Well, with this type of intuition, you don't have anything to back up your knowing. You just know. You just know, and if someone asks you why you think what you think and say what you say, you won't be able to answer why. All you will be able to say is that you just know. If you ever had that, you know what I'm talking about, because that's completely different from any conviction you ever had. It's not a conviction, it's a knowing. It's unshakable, unwavering, stable, calm, deep, and non-confrontational. And it doesn't go away. It just stays there. But it won't try to prove itself to you. Nor use dodgy tactics like shame, guilt, and fear to make you believe it. It's not a belief anyway. It's a reality. Like you don't believe in your hand. It is a reality. Your hand is a reality. Well, same here. You just know that what it is saying is a reality. And as I said, it's calm and quiet, tranquil, and it's not emotional. There is a sentiment, but this sentiment doesn't feel like emotions, and it is never going to threaten you or use coercion. It will never tell you things like, if you don't do X, Y, Z, something bad will happen to you, or look at you, you're such an idiot, you should do X, Y, Z. Tactics like that come from the mind and the ego. Well, it comes from the mind when it makes you doubt and then leaves you confused. And it comes from the ego when it's trying to shame, guilt, scare you. Now, since supra-analysis comes from the mind, you may doubt it. With spiritual intuition, there's no doubt ever. No fear, no emotion. It's serene. So it's easy to recognize it and to act on it. If you don't straight away, it will keep telling you anyway with the same tranquility and serenity until you do it. But if you don't do it, it seems okay too, since this guidance doesn't have any agenda or interest in you doing it. For supra-analysis, I had to actually start to trust myself because there is some doubt in the beginning. And at some point, you'll have more confidence and discernment, so it will be all clearer. Once it's clear, then there isn't any obstacle to taking action. With supra-analysis, there is no way to corroborate first because you'll just enter in a mind game where all perspectives will endlessly debate and leave you confused. So if you've noticed that you were particularly bright, smart, perceptive, and that you had good discernment, my advice is to just do a leap of faith with yourself. You can start with smaller things that that don't have to be consequences, and then scale. For your actual situation, you can ask yourself, do I want another kid? Do I want this XYZ? And answer sincerely. You can try both answers out, yes and no, to see how each feels. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not the right answer for you. If, on the other hand, it feels right and relieving, then it's the right answer for you. Your truth. Hope it helps.